Although I didn't follow my father into the candy industry, he instilled into me his excellent work ethic and his ability to sell himself as well as the products he's represented over the years. Some 30 years ago, my father stood on a stage very similar to this one and inducted his father, my grandfather, John McArdle, as he was being inducted into the Candy Hall of Fame. Tonight, it is my honor and my pleasure to do the same. To the best dad a girl could ask for, and a perfect example of a great man, not only in this industry, but in life, ladies and gentlemen, Mark McArdle.
Who do you think the proudest father in this hall is right now? Thank you. I feel I've been in the candy business during the very best time in the history of the industry. When I started selling candy in 1963, there was only penny candy and gum. Represented Leaf back then, and their gumballs were unwrapped, 80 count, and wholesale for 50 cents, and it really did sell well. Candy bars were 5 cents, and this was before fun and king size. There was only one offering for each item. This era was before convenience stores, so all the accounts were independent, and schematics didn't exist. If you walked in the door of a store with a deal, you were going to get an order. During my 59 years selling candy, I've seen many changes in manufacturing and retailing. Starting with convenience stores, 7-Eleven made its way into California when they bought a small chain in San Diego. In a matter of about 5 years, one of our biggest customers. In 1976, I was in San Diego for the opening of the first club store ever, Price Club. About 3 months prior to the opening, my Uncle Joe, my father's brother, and I were calling on the candy bar for Price Club. Saul Price walks by and stopped to say hello to my uncle. My uncle and Saul had known each other when Saul owned FedMart. Saul said Joe had been a long-time loyal supplier and offered him a founder share for $5,000. My Uncle Joe says, Saul, I've seen all the big box discount retailers such as Whitefront, Two Guys, and Gemco, and Zodi's all go bankrupt. Now you want to open a big box discount retailer and charge people to get in? I don't think so. I have represented many, probably hundreds of companies in my time in the industry. Almost all have closed or sold out. There was one that I'd represented since 1980, which is an eternity in the brokerage business. It's Elmer's Candy Company. Thank you, Rob Nelson. There's not going to be a third generation of McArdles in the candy industry. My daughter has chosen commercial insurance for her career, and I totally support her decision. Now I have a couple of thank yous. Carol Gagliarducci. This is a lady who I have admired for many years. Her place in the candy industry is at the very highest level. When she offered to nominate me for the Candy Hall of Fame, I was honored. Now we're in the hall together. Thank you, Carol. Second, my father. He is very deservingly inducted into the hall in 1993. He was a big supporter of giving back to the industry. He encouraged me to become active in many national committees. The time away, the travel expense, he was 100% behind it. When I was filling out the information for the Hall of Fame committee, I was able to list many ways I was able to give back to the industry. It all went back to my dad's encouragement and support. Thank you, Dad. Family and friends. Besides my wife, daughter, and my niece, Maureen, my sister, Nancy, is here. And she was in attendance with my dad when he was inducted in Pittsburgh. Also, I have some lifelong friends, and I mean as far back as the first grade, who have traveled with me from Los Angeles to be here tonight. Thank you all. Saving the best for last, my wife's Julie. Meetings made me late for dinner, weekend trade shows, the ups and downs, we live on a commission, on and on and on. She has always been in total support for the 44 years of our marriage. Even though her mother asked before we got married, what does the Candyman have to offer you? True story. Well, we have developed many friendships. Let me start here. When the candy industry has given us the opportunity to travel, meet a lot of very interesting people along the way. We developed friendships with people from all over the world. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Carol. Thank you to the Hall of Fame committee. I am sure there are more deserving than the honor of being in the Candy Hall of Fame, but no one is more appreciative. Thank you and good night.